in the present moment, which is a portal into the awakened state. In this present moment, let's see, who or what are you in the present moment, without reference to any thought, without reference to any thought about who you are. That's an interesting pointer. In other words, what does it feel like to be yourself without remembering your past or thinking about the future, just in this moment? You don't need to remember your email address or anything. It's not necessary now, or what you ate yesterday. Without reference to past and future, what does it, do you disappear, or what is left of you without the memory, the narrative that usually you describe as my life? Without that memory of that you need to revive continuously, without that, what does it feel like to be you? And I cannot answer that. I can only give it to you as a pointer and slow down a little bit as I talk, so that you can perhaps inquire, investigate internally what it feels like. What is the most essential thing about your identity? Are you still there when you don't think about your life? Like now, are you still there, and what is that? I'm not going to answer it, and I don't expect a conceptual answer. That's me. There was an ancient spiritual teacher in India whose favorite meditation was asking his disciples to ask themselves, who am I? You can also ask yourself, what am I? Who or what? What am I? What am I? But don't answer it verbally, but feel or sense what it means to be alive or to be you. What am I? There's a gap in the stream of thinking. Then what is there when there's a gap in the stream of thinking, like now? And in that gap there's a stillness. Yes? There's also a sense of there's something there, but it's hard to describe. There's a sense of presence, of beingness. And in that sense of presence, of beingness, you know that you are. You know, you can say, I am. You know that without adding any qualifiers to it, without adding anything to the I am. It's the pure sense of being, which is I am. It's very peaceful. You need an alertness to sustain it just for a little bit. Without the alertness, you will immediately fall back into the stream of thinking. But it's not, you don't use willpower to stop your thinking mind. That doesn't really work. So you don't hold your breath in order to stop thinking. It might work for a little while, but then you think even more. It's like a boiling kettle. Hold the lid on a boiling kettle. Just alertness. And what I say to you, I say to all, stay awake. In some translations, it's translated as stay alert. What I say to you, I say to all, stay alert. That alertness is consciousness without thought. It seems, at first, just to be an absence. It seems at first like, okay, stillness, one would say, is the absence of noise. Inner stillness, an absence. It might seem at first as a kind of nothingness. And yet if you stay with it for a little bit, just a few more seconds, stay alert, then you can sense it's not just the absence of something, it's also the presence of something. But not so much the presence of something, but the sense of presence itself, not of something.